I'm Moya, currently the team leader, Every Daughter Matters. Every Daughter Matters began in 2018. We started 3 of us. It was just due to the burden that we have been, that I was carrying for the last 10 years I've been in ministry. The main issue that has led to the birthing of EDM was a few challenges and number of things that our communities are going through. Number one, this region, the northern region, northern Uganda, has been in conflict for 26 years of Lord Resistance Army. And during that period, parents all went to the camp, concentrated camp, and in that time, family structure got broken due to the camp. Children were living on their own, everyone taking care of themselves. There's no any way parents could teach their children even family values. And in that way, for the 26 years, we had the challenge in the community. Now, after the war, these same parents came home. They were once children in the camp, but when they came home, the rehabilitation, post-conflict rehabilitation that was supposed to take place, it did not take place fully. And those were the parents who grew up without, when family structure were broken, without any direction, they were being given by their parents. And in that way, when they came back home, many things started happening. Now, when this family structure got broken due to the post-conflict annulling, parents failed to take responsibility for their children and for the family. When people were in the camp, there was serious cases of rape and defilement. Girls were impregnated when they were young because parents could not control even the environment. There were too many crimes that were committed by the rebels, even with by the government soldiers. Because by that time, their parents doesn't have money, but government soldiers were the only people who had money. When they come back, they will go for our girls, and now our girls, because of that life, they go for them. And in that, they became parents when they were young. And parents, when they were young, they were not mature. They also started raising children, not even knowing the direction their children should go. And this trend continues. At this particular moment, they have come back home. We have come back after the war. But people still live as if they were in the camp. Why? Because they were not clearly rehabilitated. They were not clearly helped how to begin a new life and how family is supposed to be. Now, when they come back home, the effect again emerged again. And in this effect, it is now becoming a very serious matter in our community. Our girls, they don't stay in school. Early pregnancy is too high. You realize girls at 14 to 18 years, they already have children. Some of them, when they are 18 years, there are some we are talking to them, 18, they already have 2, 3 children. There are other things that came in, like poverty. Most of their parents, they could not support their girls in school. Now, when we started talking to this girl, there are a number of things that became a big concern that has led even to this where we are. We realize some of them drop out of school because they cannot even afford to buy sanitary pads. Because to their parents look like that is luxury, and yet that is a necessity for every girl. And in that way, we began to talk to other members and the community. We also have a challenge of bad culture. Our culture look at girls as capital for marriage, for bride price. So when they are at a certain stage of 15, 16, when they have not even fully finished their teenage kind of life, they have not yet mature, their parents will begin to show them direction for marriage. And in that direction, you realize most of them fall for that and they don't feel sorry. Their parent doesn't feel sorry because they want something they can gain from those girls. And yet when we look at those girls, some of them are very potential. When you look at their results and you see their life, they are very bright. Now when you tell them, they will tell you, I have nothing to do because my parents does not want me to go to study. They prefer boys to study than girls. Now where are we heading to when we began to look at this? We are heading to a society led by children who are not well taught, and culture has marginalized them and made them look like they are a weakling, they cannot pursue what is in them. But that's what brought the name Every Daughter Matters. We began to tell them every daughter also matters, as the same as boys matters, the life of other boys and the girls. The girls also have vision, boys also have vision. Why don't you allow them to have opportunity to pursue their vision, and everyone in the area of their strength, and they can grow in it. We also got into the issue of how we can fix the broken family structure. We started getting into to our parents, into the community, and talking to the parents other things that are very vital. Of course, we using the word of God. So our main issue, we wanted to see how we can bridge this gap. And this has led us to where we are and into what we are doing. Our vision is to raise an Esther-like generation. So we look at the life of Esther, that our background, our life, family, and everything, and our becoming the queen of the greatest kingdom ever in that time. It is a great inspiration. We want the community to know, if a woman can save the whole nation, an orphan can save the whole nation, they should know that they should not look at their girls that they can only be fixed for maybe bride price. They are also, they can do greater things than what they see. Now, the second person is Haggai. When Esther came for the competition, Haggai prepared her for a year, the whole year, use all what is necessary, the ointment, the perfume, worked on Esther for 1 year for Esther to be presented to the opportunity, that is to the king. When Esther appeared before the king did not even bother to ask for, about the background, the family she comes from. The king never bothered because she was fit and she was the actual person. Now that's where we see God. For her to be picked, that is favor. That was God working behind to save the whole nation of Israel. This is our encouragement, that we should be a Mordecai and Haggai in the life of every girl we find. It is possible when we are faithful like Mordecai and we put our interests to make sure we mentor this girl. That's why we, in our program, rehabilitation program is one of them. We mentor them, we disciple them, we tell them the kind of life they should expect, the future that work for them. We motivate them to dream big, to have vision, and to stand with them in any way. That's why every member and every person who participates in EDM, you have a name, we call you the Mordecai. We are the Mordecai generation who does not look at the girls that they are good for nothing. We are the generation that look at our society, that there need for a just community where everyone is taken as important and then also supported. And we are also, like we talk about the Haggai, there are people who are like the Mordecai who's supposed to be every day in the lives of these girls. That's what we do. But also we look at Haggai. What was his position? Haggai was the king eunuch. Eunuch is a castrated person. Now, being castrated, you mean you do not live for your own. You live for the sake of the king. And the king we talk about is Jesus, and that's the king we talk about. But also, Haggai had resources that he can give to Esther, had perfume, the lotion, the makeups, and whatever was needed for Esther to become fit. And when he also knows what the king needs. So we also look at the people who have resources, who can stand in. Some of them will say, I may not be able, like a Mordecai, to walk with them every day or every week, but I can be like Haggai. I can raise resources. I can make sure I do this. And that's what we are doing. What we were doing is that, and even what we are still doing, we used to raise money on our own when we are going for the, like we do school outreach. We have done school outreach, community outreach. When we go, we raise money for fuel. We work tirelessly because our main aim is to see a new community. And this one, we believe that it will serve for a bigger cause.
My name is Caroline, a member of Every Daughter Matters. Rehabilitation is one of the activities that is handled with the girls, and under rehabilitation, there is mentorship and there is discipleship. We all know that if we are to change the generation, we start with their minds. So as Every Daughter Matters, we believe in changing the behavior of the girls. We carry out discipleship classes with them. We visit them in their homes and in the various places that they are in. And we also carry out discipleship. We share the word with them because we cannot change them even when we have food for them, but their minds are not clean. Under rehabilitation, we also still give the girls an opportunity to share their experiences with each other, and we very well know that a problem shared is a problem halfway solved. We believe that as they are sharing these experiences, the others are learning and there is an encouragement, because one may be looking at herself as being worse, but when they hear someone else speak, they look at an opportunity ahead of them. The rehabilitation activity is carried out for now twice a week, and the specific days are Tuesday and Thursday, where we have a team that goes out to the community and shares with the girls in the different places that they are in. We send a tip to the various communities outside the city, for example, Arut, Agum, Tegot, and then others. And we also have a team that remains within the city center, because we have the girls around there that we also mentor. Until now, we've been able to register a few success stories, and we believe that as the project continues, we shall be able to register more success stories, and there is going to be expansion through these girls that are being impacted, that they'll be able to share their stories with others, and then there is going to be continuity in the project.
My name is Dennis Taurat. I'm also part of the EDM. This is a collective effort, not only the ladies to be in this thing. The reason why I'm also in here is just to encourage all that girls in our community, they are like a national asset that they can be used not only for the marriage in their community, but they can become somebody whom they think they will be. Not only that they are in their homes for the problems to solve the problems of their parents via the marriage, but also if we educate them, how we talk to them and we make them understand that they can be somebody that people respect and value in their community, there we can see a brighter future in them. That's why me as a male, I'm also involved in this thing. Thank you very much.
My name is Nancy. I'm a volunteer in the EDM. As EDM, we have so many activities that we are handling with the girls in the community, and one of those activities is economic empowerment, whereby as EDM we have girls who have already been affected in the community. Like we have the child mothers. Those girls, as you look at them, sometimes they don't have anywhere to go, because most of them they have left their husband's home and they are back in their family. So there are a lot of challenges that they are passing through. So as EDM, we want to empower those ladies such that they still have hope in the future. And as EDM, we want to train them on doing other skills like making of craft things, weaving, plaiting hair, and tailoring. So we believe that when we do those things, it will really bring great impact in their lives. So as EDM, I believe that as a volunteer in the EDM, I believe that with the continuous support, this project that we want to do with the girls will bring great impact in them, And I believe that at the end of it, every girl in the community that we have met with, the life will never be the same again, and they will have what to stand on.
EDM has come in just a time that is needed most, because I spent most of my time in the community whereby they are without any responsibilities because of the families has been broken up during time of war. But I thank God for EDM, because they have really come in the point whereby the world, the young girls need them the most. And I was also part of victim, because I grew up in camp, and then I have seen many young girls suffering. But now when I met with the EDM, my life has changed, and too I began to link up with other young girls to talk to them, to introduce to them who is EDM and what do they need. And now they are brought in on board, and their life is really changing, though it cannot change like once, but it is a continuous kind of event that should be there.
My name is Freddie Oriem. I'm one of the pastors of Kingdom City Church that work with EDM, Every Daughter Matters. We have been working with the young girls from different communities and different churches. Specifically, my church is also one of the churches that we are working with. And we realized that what these people need is support. And the support they need, as we talk about Esther and Mordecai, we want to be the Mordecai in their life. We give them what we have, our time, especially our time, our finances. We make sure we transport ourselves to the different communities where they are located. The biggest asset we are giving them right now is to stand with them and to talk with them. And we also realized like in the northern part of Uganda, the 40% of people does not even have what to put on, like what to eat. They cannot put anything on their table. Food, they don't have food, like they lack what to eat. So we realized with these young girls that we are dealing with, the Every Daughter Matters, the people we call them child mothers. These are people who have given birth when they are young, and their husband to be, or the husband are also children. So we cannot say they should go to their husband and they start living, because even their husband cannot afford to provide for them. So we are there to stand with them. We get what we are supposed to eat, and we make sure we share with them. So we want to say that we have tried, and we are still trying to help them with all that we have, to support them with our finances, with our time, and also to keep them around us with our advice. So this is what we want to speak out to everyone, that you feel free and support these young girls. Support them in your finances, because most of them are young and they have a vision of going back to school or to get into a self-sustaining business, what they can do for themselves and can sustain them to live and to have a better life. Our mind and our ideas as the Mordecai of Every Daughter Matters is we want to see them coming up and stand on their own, and they see life in a different perspective. When they're living well, for us pastors and the people who are following them up, we will be happy and will enjoy, because it is not good when somebody is not living well and we are living well. So we are asking if you can support them. You have supported a nation, because those are ladies. There's a word which says, if you support a woman, you have supported a nation. Thank you so much. God bless you.